Morning, everyone. Let's go on a field trip. Firstly, I started off with the little outfit check in the mirror because I did not want to go on this field trip looking or feeling crazy. And then after that, I put some perfume on, some smell good, and then I cleaned up my room. And after I cleaned my room, I looked for the assignments I wanted to give my teachers and stuff, and then I got my shoes to go and, leave and stuff. So this was when I was leaving. My school isn't that far from where I live, so when I got to school I started getting some water because I did not want to go on the trip without water. And I was just going to my social studies class. No, this is geo class. Yeah, I went to my geography class where I waited, and then here we were getting on the bus and I got a Kinder Egg surprise, and my friend just kept giving me so much chocolate, but I don't mind because I really like chocolate, so this was super good. And then she found this giant Kiss chocolate in her bag. I didn't even know they were that big. Anyway, this was us driving in the city, downtown, and it was so pretty. I mean, my family and I barely go out that much, so seeing it was just super pretty and like a surreal moment. That building was so huge, oh my goodness. But yeah, this is us just driving to the museum. And then finally we were getting off the bus to look at this beautiful museum. It was super big and so many students were going there, even students before us. There's just so many students going there, and it was just super pretty and super cute. Couple teachers gave us directions to go into this little locker room where we would put our coats and stuff, and then we finally got back to the main entrance, and oh my goodness, it was so big inside, but this wasn't even the final part. We got these papers that were questions for basically what we learned during this trip, and yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but I was definitely feeling myself a little too much, but who cares, I was cute. Anyway, then we started walking around and looking at all these wonderful presentations by these kids that were way younger than us, I'm sure, but they put these together so well. And oh my goodness, look at this bathroom mirror. I love a mirror moment. This is so cute. A few students there also had interactive projects. One of them was the value ribbon tree, where you tie a ribbon onto the tree. So that was basically what I was doing here. I could not find the owners of this project, but also there were so many other projects that really caught my eye, and I'll just put a few of them here. These ones, they were so beautiful to see. I loved them all. And then we went to the Forks Market for lunchtime, and oh my goodness, this little bookstore, it was so beautiful, and also the food so good. I found this book that I haven't seen since a child, which is Diary of a Wimpy Kid, but it's still great. And then my friend found these little babies, so very cute, but they were still very creepy to look at the same time. I really liked this little green one, but yeah, and they had so many cute gibbets just everywhere. Another mirror moment. We love it. We heart it. I love a wonky mirror too. That was so cute. Anyway, like I said, they have really fancy gibbets and little earrings and everything, and little cards, and I had one of those as a child, but I can't remember where I got it from. And look at these little stickers. They were all so nice. I really loved this store. It was definitely a favorite, mostly because of those little boxes and these little wonky sunglasses. Also, look at this design of this wall. So awesome. And this Kit Kat clock. It was creepy. Anyway, Mr. Creepy Kit Kat couldn't stop our show. Another mirror moment. This was so amazing. I loved it. This was like a indigenous footwear store, I think. I pray I'm not saying this wrong, but these shoes, so very cute. I really love those pink ones. But here I was going down into the Forks Marketplace just a bit more, you know, going downstairs, because as soon as we came we explored upstairs and not downstairs. So yeah, super beautiful, really nice. I definitely recommend. However, our Forks trip was cut short, but I don't mind. We started walking back to the museum to catch up with our teacher and our classmates. So yeah, it was starting to get super gloomy outside, but this is what the museum looked like from a different angle. It is so big inside, you guys. Like, it's not even funny. It's like so beautiful inside. Definitely worth the trip. So here we were walking up this hallway. Like, it was just a really steep hallway, and oh my goodness, I was getting such a workout in. It was so bright in there, but after a couple more steps it started getting so very dark. For example, here we ran into some boys and it was so very dark, but this was basically what the place looked like, and it got so much darker. Like, oh my goodness, it was actually kind of scary, and I thought this was finally the end of the road, but I was so very wrong.
I feel like I just worked up a sweat walking up this hill. Oh child. There's more? You've got to be kidding me.
I don't know if you could tell, but I was definitely in distress. Anyway, look at how beautiful this is. Like I said, it's so big inside. Like, it's just unexplainable. And then oh my goodness, I can't even explain how pretty this was. Like, the feelings I felt when I saw this, so amazing, like unexplainable. You would definitely have to experience it for yourself to understand how I felt, but it was so very nice up here. It was so nice, and they had 2 huge elevators, but sadly we could not go all the way to the top. We also got into an elevator and it got stuck. Like, it just was not moving, and my heart dropped out of my entire body, I promise you. Anyway, after such a scary moment, I found this little bubble thingy. It tracked like your body movement, and me and my friend made this gigantic bubble, but she separated from me because she hates me. But she doesn't, I'm just kidding. But this was such a super cool moment. It was coming from this huge light, and so many other people had their own little bubbles, and oh my goodness, this place, I'm just letting you guys soak it up right now. It is so pretty. Oh my goodness, you definitely have to go. This was when we were getting ready to leave, and you know, we're doing a little boot check because why not? And then we were finally off back to school, and oh my goodness, I don't know if you can tell, but the difference between this morning and right now is insane to me. It is so gloomy, so droopy, and I can't be the only person who really likes when it gets like that outside. Anyway, we finally arrived at school. I thanked the driver like everyone else does, and I had to launch myself over that puddle. But anyway, it was a super duper fun day, and I definitely recommend going there. However, I didn't go straight home. I actually went to the dentist to meet my stepmom, and I got my best friend a welcome home gift because she went to Jamaica and she was coming back this afternoon. However, I thought she was coming back tomorrow. This was after I had already given her the gift. I'm so mad at myself that I did not film her reaction. But the day after was going to be everything but a backpack day at school, so I was bringing my little tote bag, and it was basically just putting my necessities inside. And oh my goodness, look at how bulging this bag is. It is so fat and so obese. Oh my goodness, it's actually insane. I'm never bringing this tote bag as a book bag ever again because it was just so packed. I couldn't fit anything. I was so mad at myself the entire day. Anywho, as soon as you see the bathroom, you know it's time for my winding down. I'm so sorry it took so long to post this video. I've been so busy at school lately, but I gotta give the people what they want. I also need YouTube video recommendations because I know you guys want videos, but I have no idea what to post. Those were when my nails were freshly done. Now they look awful, but it's fine. I finished up with brushing my teeth and, flossing and everything, and yeah, sadly I did not give you guys a wave goodbye this time because I was very tired. I had a long day and I just wanted to jump into bed. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.